Yeah.
Well, we were out here trying to hook up the trailer and we were hit with a torrential downpour. But bikes are loaded and everything's set up in the car, and we should be ready to go. It's the plan anyway.
Take me where crickets play like a symphony. My sister's driven these streets about 10,000 times. Her memories on these hills like the honeysuckle vines. My footprints can still be found at the creek behind our house. That's where you can find me, sun up to sundown. And that's where my heart belongs. Take me where crickets play like a symphony, where the sweet night air allows me to finally breathe, where that old wooden dock sits off of a Lake Marie, will flow down the water real slow. Take me where that dirt runs out of a road.
Nestled in the mountains of Tennessee, just 70 miles outside of Chattanooga, you will find the Old Stone Fort State Archaeological Park. The Stone Fort is a prehistoric Native American structure that was built somewhere between 1500 and 2000 years ago. While it's not known how the structure was used, it most likely was used for ceremonial purposes rather than as a defensive structure. Native Americans used this area continuously for about 500 years, eventually leaving it abandoned. And by the time European settlers arrived, it was unclear of what the area had been used for, which resulted in it being misnamed as a fort. The University of Tennessee determined that the fort was built gradually over a period of several hundred years. The builders are believed to be two distinct, local, Middle Woodland cultures, known as the McFarland and the Owl Hollow cultures, the first beginning the work in 1st century AD, and the second completing it.
We are at the Old Stone Fort Archaeological Site. Campground day one. We're going to be here for about 2 days, today and tomorrow. We're going to leave out Monday. And this is our site. It's kind of busy this weekend being a holiday, but we're still far enough away from others that we feel fairly secluded. Important information I need to know.
Yep. Very.
Yes. This is fire pit here. This is our washing station. Not set up completely yet, but will be. There's our grill. This will be our home for the next couple of days.
A short drive or bike ride up the hill from the campground, you will find the main fort area and the park visitor center. Here you can learn about the natives who inhabited this area thousands of years ago. The rangers are a great source of information about the park, and you can pick up a trail map to keep you on the path as you enjoy your journey.
You got a leash?
Yeah, we need one.
For Damien, yeah. That's a canoe, huh?
That's a dugout canoe. It's an original from the Indians that were here, apparently. I'm not sure I'd find it very stable. Would you?
Well,
Then again, if it's all you've got.
Actually, the canoe handles very well and paddles easily, having an unexpected lightness in the water. The boat is durable enough to survive rough treatment, whether being pushed over the shallows or crashing over the rapids. The museum, inside the visitor center, contains displays of prehistoric Native American replicas, as well as dioramas and photos. Since little is known about the Native Americans who inhabited this area over 1,000 years ago, the exhibits provide information on the theories regarding the site's builders, archaeological excavations at the site, and the culture of its builders. The walls of the old stone fort consist of stone and earthwork, and are on average approximately 4 to 6 feet high. The walls originally consisted of an inner and an outer layer of crudely stacked rocks and slabs with gravel and earthen fill in between. Over the centuries, the earthen fill has spilled over the rock layers, giving the walls their current mound-like appearance.
Well, but the idea that they peeled the bark off and used the bark as protection.
What kind of seeds are these?
I do not know.
On top of the visitor center is a great place to view the river falls below. The powerful Duck River made the Old Stone Fort's peninsula an attractive site for mills as early as 1823, when Samuel Murray built a rope factory on the Little Duck River. Although the factory burned in 1847, it was followed by W.S. Whitman's paper mill further downstream in 1852. In 1862, Whitman built a powder factory adjacent to his paper mill to supply the Confederacy during the Civil War. It was destroyed by Union troops the following year in 1879. The Stone Fort Paper Company built a large mill near the Big Falls on the Duck River. The mill supplied paper to newspapers throughout the Southeast, including the Nashville Banner and the Atlanta Constitution, until the early 20th century. The mill's foundations are on the bluffs overlooking Big Falls and can be accessed via the Old Stone Fort Loop Trail.
There are plenty of places to leave bodies, so.
The owner probably got you up, you know.
Well, that's what you got animals for. See, we're up above the walls. This is level with where the walls and stuff are. And whatever they use, I mean, this is a huge area, so I don't know what.
50 acres.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Is, I mean, it's just, you don't know exactly what kind of ceremonial. I mean, it's a meeting place, and you imagine tents and or teepees and whatever else they have. See, all of this berm here is part of whatever they created. Yeah. I mean, we don't see the stone at this point because it's covered in dirt.
50 acres, pretty good size piece of property, huh?
That's good size.
The walking trail is about a mile long and a leisurely walk through the forest where you can take in the natural beauty of this place. We ended our day by just enjoying the beauty of God's creation as we wandered through the forest.
I would sing with everyone, voices like a mountainside. Sing, you are my only one. Oh my, oh my, oh my days. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Never that life can be this good. I would launch 1,000 ships just to be about your lips. Tell them all to sail away, just to see you every day. Oh my, oh my, oh my days. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. Never understood that life can be this good. If I lived 1,000 lives, I'd spend them all with you beside. Never-ending deja vu. Never-ending days with you. Oh my, oh my, oh my days. Oh, life is wonderful. Oh, life is wonderful. Never understood how life can be this good. Life is wonderful.
This was our second time to this park, and given the opportunity, we'd easily stay a week instead of just 2 short days, but it's definitely on our list for a return visit.